Welcome to the channel. And let's start the story. The arena fell into complete silence. Kale slowly raised his right fist. Blue aura erupted violently around him before rapidly compressing into a single point. Every ounce of power focused into one arm. Single point focus, a advanced aura type, but it can only enhance specific part, but there is a downside: the rest part of the body will be vulnerable. The veteran hunters immediately recognized the technique. Only elite hunters could master single point focus. By concentrating nearly all of his aura into one strike, Kale intended to end the battle instantly. Across the arena, Euan never moved. Golden aura quietly flowed across his body, covered every muscle, every strand of clothing, every inch of his skin. Advanced aura discipline. Envelop, in which the user can apply in his body or any object to make it more tough or sharper, depends the will of the user. Unlike Kale, Euan wasn't chasing overwhelming power. He strengthened his entire body instead. There were no openings, no wasted aura, only flawless control. Even the experienced hunters could tell his aura wasn't leaking. And then, the golden aura surrounding Euan slowly expanded, until it spread across nearly the entire arena. Advanced aura discipline. Circle. Type of advanced aura, that everything inside the radius became crystal clear. Every heartbeat, every footstep, every fluctuation of aura. Nothing within the golden sphere could escape Euan's perception. The elite hunters could no longer hide their disbelief. A temporary hunter, maintaining a circle this large? It shouldn't have been possible. Watching from outside the barrier, Serena finally understood. Euan wasn't simply gifted. He stood on an entirely different level. One fighter pursued overwhelming power. The other mastered absolute control. Both had reached the same battlefield, through completely different paths. Blue aura collided with radiant gold. Neither hunter took a single step. Neither looked away. The pressure alone was enough to shake the entire arena. And now, the true battle was finally about to begin. Without another word, Kale exploded forward. The arena floor shattered beneath his feet. His fist, empowered by single-point focus, shot toward Euan like a cannon. So fast, several hunters lost sight of him completely. But before the punch could connect, Euan simply tilted his head. The devastating blow missed by mere centimeters. Not because he was faster, but because Circle had already revealed Kale's movement. Every step, every shift in aura, every muscle contraction. Nothing within Euan's sense could escape his perception. Kale immediately launched another punch, then another, and another. Each strike carried enough force to crack the arena floor. Yet every attack missed. Euan moved with effortless precision, never wasting a single motion. Kale's expression twisted with anger. Stand still. Euan finally smiled. So that's all. Golden aura gathered around his right fist. Unlike Kale's overwhelming concentration, his aura remained perfectly balanced throughout his body. Only at the final instant did his fist become enveloped in brilliant golden light. Boom. Euan's fist landed squarely against Kale's abdomen. The impact echoed throughout the arena. Kale's eyes widened. His entire body was launched backward like a cannonball. He smashed through the arena wall before crashing into the reinforced barrier. Silence filled the arena. Before Kale could even regain his footing, a calm voice reached his ears. "I'm already here." Kale's pupils shrank. Euan was standing directly in front of him. No one had seen him move. Euan looked calmly into Kale's eyes. "Your attacks are powerful, but they leave the rest of your body completely vulnerable. For someone who mastered single-point focus, you forgot to protect your openings." For the first time, Kale realized the flaw in his own technique. Before Kale could react, Euan seized his arm. With effortless strength, he spun once, then hurled Kale high into the air. The entire audience looked upward in shock. Golden aura flowed around Euan's hands. The energy condensed, compressed, then solidified. A magnificent pair of golden aura gauntlets formed around both fists. Ancient runes illuminated their surface. The overwhelming pressure caused the air itself to tremble. Euan slowly clenched his fists. This is how aura is truly meant to be used. High above the arena, Kale struggled to regain control. Euan calmly raised one glowing fist toward the sky. A faint smile appeared on his face. "I hope you know how to counter this." The entire arena held its breath, because everyone knew the next attack would decide the battle. As Kale soared through the air, a confident smile appeared across his face. So, you finally forced me to use it. Brilliant blue aura erupted from every piece of his Aquarius elite armor. Ancient runes ignited across its surface as the armor began to reconstruct itself. Then a deafening roar echoed throughout the arena. A colossal Leviathan spirit emerged behind him, its sapphire eyes burning with overwhelming power. Special constructor art, Leviathan form. A faint smile appeared on Euan's face. His golden eyes remained calm as he looked toward the awakened Leviathan. Now this has become interesting. High above the arena, Kale lowered his body. Blue lightning exploded around him. And then, he vanished. Like a meteor crashing from the heavens, Kale descended with terrifying speed. The enormous Leviathan roared behind him. Every ounce of power gathered into his armored fist. The entire arena shook beneath the overwhelming pressure. Kale shouting, "Take this." Blue and golden aura collided. The impact created a shockwave that swept across the entire arena. The reinforced floor cracked beneath their feet. Dust and shattered stone filled the battlefield. When the dust finally settled, Kale's eyes widened. Euan had blocked the attack. His golden aura reinforced both arms as he stood firmly in place. The tremendous force pushed him back only a few steps. Nothing more. A confident grin spread across Kale's face. "So, how's my strength now?" Euan calmly lowered his guard. A faint smile remained on his face. "Fair enough." Euan activated his nano suit, instantly replacing his ordinary clothes with lightweight battle gear designed to withstand the aura. Outside the barrier, Serena could no longer hide her concern. "Stop. Both of you. This isn't a battle anymore." But her voice disappeared beneath the roar of colliding aura. Neither fighter heard her. Or perhaps, neither intended to listen. Kale attacked again. Then again. And again. His fists became a relentless storm. Every strike carried enough force to shatter reinforced steel. The arena echoed with thunderous explosions. Yet, every attack missed. Euan moved like flowing water. One step, one turn, one sidestep. Each movement was effortless. Using circle, he predicted every attack before it was launched. To the spectators, it looked as though Kale was chasing a shadow. Euan's footsteps finally stopped. Behind him, the arena wall. To his left, solid reinforced barriers. To his right, nowhere to escape. Kale slowly smiled. Nowhere left to run. The armor on his back suddenly unfolded. Two massive aura cannons emerged. Blue energy rapidly condensed inside their cores. The pressure alone caused the air to distort. The twin cannons reached full power. Their brilliant blue light illuminated the entire arena. Kale's smile grew wider. "This is checkmate." But instead of fear, Euan smiled. He slowly raised one hand. His golden eyes never left Kale. "Euan said, 'Checkmate?'" A faint grin crossed his face. "I was hoping you'd do exactly that." Kale fires both aura cannons. The entire arena is engulfed in blue light. Everyone believes Euan has lost. Even Serena closes her eyes. When the smoke clears, Euan is gone. Not because he teleported. He predicted exactly where Kale would fire using circle. Kale suddenly hears a calm voice behind him. "You aimed exactly where I wanted." Reveal something the audience never noticed. Every time Euan dodged, he wasn't running away. He was placing golden runes across the arena, using concealment to hide those runes. And those runes are connected but will only activate with the use of large energy. He uses the aura cannon blast for activation. Kale unknowingly walked into a massive aura formation. The audience thinks Euan was cornered. Actually, it was Kale. Every rune across the battlefield activates simultaneously. Golden chains erupt from the arena floor. They don't bind Kale physically. They bind the aura flowing through his armor. Leviathan form begins malfunctioning. Blue aura flickers. Kale refuses to lose. He overloads Leviathan form. Instead of adapting to one element, it starts absorbing all nearby elemental aura. Lightning, water and wind. The armor begins cracking. His body starts bleeding. Serena screams, "Stop. You're exceeding the armor's limit." Kale ignores her. Euan removes his aura gauntlets. Everyone is confused. Instead, golden aura gathers into one finger. Not his fist. One finger. He points at Kale. Power isn't about having more aura. It's about knowing where to place it. He flicks his finger. The smallest attack in the battle creates the biggest shockwave. It strikes the exact weak point in Leviathan form. Every aura circuit collapses simultaneously. The armor shatters. Kale falls through his knee. Instead of celebrating his victory, Euan calmly walked toward Kale. The arena fell completely silent. Kale looked up and gave a bitter smile. I lost. Euan stopped in front of him, a faint smile appearing on his face. Yes. You lost the moment you believed strength alone could win a battle. Kale stared at him for several seconds. Then he laughed again. You really are a monster. But Euan did not mock him. He simply extended his hand. Kale looked at it in surprise before finally taking it. With one firm pull, Euan helped him back to his feet. The shattered Aquarius Guild arena fell silent. Fragments of Kale's Leviathan armor covered the battlefield, their sapphire glow slowly fading. Kale stood weakly beside Euan, his former arrogance replaced by respect. And then, phone ringing, Euan reached into his coat and pulled out his phone. The name on the screen immediately caught his attention. The name on the screen was Eldrick. Euan's expression immediately turned serious as he answered the call. Eldrick. For a moment, only the sound of violent wind could be heard. Then Eldrick's tense voice came through. Euan, get everyone out of the arena. Euan's golden eyes narrowed. What happened? Standing beneath the darkening sky, Eldrick watched the surrounding aura twist unnaturally around the city. Then he spoke in a low voice. Something is coming. Far beyond the Aquarius Guild, the city continued as normal. Vehicles filled the roads, families walked through the streets, and merchants called out from crowded shops. A deafening alarm echoed across the entire city. Everyone froze. Towering screens flashed red as the emergency system activated. Emergency alert. All civilians must proceed to the nearest shelter immediately. A massive SS rank rift has been detected above the central district. Panic erupted. Parents grabbed their children, vehicles stopped in the streets, and terrified civilians looked toward the sky. The warning echoed throughout every district. All registered guilds and licensed hunters, prepare for immediate deployment. Elite combat units must proceed toward the center of the rift. Across the city, guild headquarters erupted into action. Hunters rushed into armories, weapons were drawn, and combat armor activated. As emergency teams assembled, one command spread through every channel. All guilds, move toward the rift. Above the center of the city, the sky suddenly cracked. A thin black line appeared between the clouds. And then, the line tore open and an enormous rift spread across the heavens. Black and crimson energy poured from the opening as thunder shook the city below. It kept expanding, larger, wider, until its shadow covered nearly the entire central district. The people below could only stare up in helpless terror. Something moved inside the darkness. Gigantic fingers emerged from the rift. Then two colossal hands gripped both sides of the dimensional crack. The entire sky trembled. The creature slowly pulled the rift apart as though it were nothing more than a doorway. Black lightning erupted across the heavens. Whatever was inside was forcing its way into the human world. Far beyond the human world, within the ancient forests of the elf nation, a young messenger raced through a magnificent palace of white stone and living trees. He pushed open the doors of a private chamber and immediately lowered his head. My lord, an SS rank rift has opened within the human region. At the center of the room, an imposing elf sat calmly behind a large wooden table. Ancient maps, reports, and crystal artifacts were scattered before him. He slowly exhaled a thin cloud of smoke, showing no sign of surprise. An SS rank rift. His sharp eyes moved toward the glowing map of the human territory. After a moment, he placed the smoking pipe beside him. Send a scouting team. The messenger raised his head. The elf continued in a cold, commanding voice. And bring several high-ranking warriors. We need to know what opened that rift. And whether the humans are capable of stopping it. The messenger immediately bowed. As you command. He quickly left the chamber. The elf remained seated, staring at the pulsing red light above the human region. A faint smile appeared on his face. What action will the other nations will do? So, the human region is becoming interesting again. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe.